Respect, lovely people. The difference between greedy government who doesn't care a fig about the cost of living and a government thinking about the cost of living and their population. The Senegal's new government is reducing prices of essentials while the Ghana government is raising it. Do you know the conversation in Senegal right now? The Senegal's new government announced plans to cut the prices of basic items like rice, oil, and bread to help with the high cost of living. This is a government who is thinking about the living condition of their citizens. In Ghana, I'll tell you what the conversation is all about. In Ghana, they don't care a fig about it. All they are thinking about is how to secure the next election, period. This move in Senegal came as many people struggle with unemployment and rising prices. The same thing is happening in Ghana, Kenya, and everywhere. But this government, instead of applying taxes, more taxes on the citizens like the government of Ghana and that of Kenya, Ruto, the government of Senegal consider it necessary to think about the cost of living and put necessary plans to give better living conditions to their citizens. The president of Senegal, Bassirou, elected in March, had promised to tackle the high cost of living during his campaign, and he's delivering it. Today, if we play the message our president gave us during his campaign, and you look at what he's doing today, it's a different thing altogether, and you don't have the right to talk about it. He has decided to tackle the issue because the issue has become widely discussed in the media and online, with many considering it a top priority. We have the same kind of situation in Ghana. Yeah. But the top priority of the youths and the media houses and the trend online is about leak tapes of a young lady. That is our top priority. We are concerned about leak tape and stuff, nonsense stuff like that. The youth of the country are concerned about those things. How do you want the government to take you serious? Currently, the government of Senegal said the prices of a kilo of the most popular type of rice will be reduced by 40 CFA and a baguette will cost 15 CFA less. That is bread. These changes will also apply to cement and fertilizers. Go and ask our farmers how expensive fertilizer is in Ghana. The government, nobody care about it. The new prices will start in a few days, according to the Senegal's government secretary. Go to the market in Ghana, check the price of 5 kg rice. Some are almost 100 Ghana cedis. Meanwhile, the minimum wage is 18 cedis. Check the price of cement and come back. Now listen, according to report, food expenses make up half of a typical Senegalese household budget. Half. In Ghana, food expenses is over the household budget. But the discussion in parliament is about ministers wanting to be having siren in their cars and moving with speed limit. They want to now jam the citizens on the street. The conversation in Ghana is about building houses for an invisible God. Meanwhile, people are dying in hospital because not enough dialysis machine. Why are we even blaming the government when the youths are more concerned about leak tapes other than the future of their beloved nation? The government of Senegal did not just spew this out in the air and then leave it. The government of Senegal has initiated plans to increase checks to ensure traders follow the new prices. Today in Ghana, the nation is practically on autopilot. Go to the market, everyone have their own separate prices. High prices. Everything is anyhow, like there's no leader leading the nation. Now check this out. The budget minister of Senegal said the government will waive taxes and custom duties for importers to help with the price cuts. And this plan will cost 53.3 billion CFA. That is over 81 million euros, equivalent to $87 million. Come to Ghana. The government of Ghana has spent over 58 million US dollars on the cathedral, which is the supposed house for an invisible God. Meanwhile, petrol price is up, transport is also up, and the government doesn't care a fig about it. They are concerned about winning election. Unemployment is on the rise. Instead of building factories, creating jobs for the youth, they sat down, thought about it, think through it, and came up with a plan that let's use the money which can actually be used to create lots of jobs for the youth. Let's use the money to build a church so that the youth can go in and pray to God for God to give them job, for God to make them financially stable. They are more interested in winning the election by hook or crooks. The president together with the vice president are busy trying to secure power, and they have refused to address the high cost of living. When you talk about it, the party full soldiers will come after you. Recently, Senegal joined the group of oil-producing countries Woodside Energy, an Australian company. They announced the start of production in Senegal's first offshore project. And the president of Senegal promised the citizens that the profit from the country's oil and gas resources will be well managed to their own benefit. In Ghana, our Tema oil refinery is there, abandoned. The government doesn't care about the condition of the youth, the joblessness, and the unfair minimum wage in Ghana. The minimum wage in Ghana has been revised from 1st January 2024. The daily minimum wage has been increased from 14 series to what? 18 series. How can a government that is thinking about their youth and the well-being of their youth will sit in parliament with all their conscience and their degree, their doctorate titles, with all their educational knowledge, and approve that their youth should be paid 18 Ghana cedis? Meanwhile, cement is sold at 100 cedis. Which correct government will approve that nonsense? And when people are saying that foreign passport is better than our degree, you are complaining. Calculate how many days it will take a typical Ghanaian youth to work on that minimum wage before hitting the price of cement. Let's not even talk about the cement. 5 kg rice. Transport from the house to work has already consumed that money. If you are left with something, coins to buy water. That's all. The day Ghana youth will understand that you are actually working hard in the right country with the wrong leadership, you will wake up. We are living in a country run by greedy men and greedy women in parliament. Respect.